Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. This little in colour box is an impossible box, and this is what we made at our April 2024 in-person craft class, and then filled it with some lovely little sweeties. So I am sending packs to the members of my team so that they can make this as well, those that couldn't come along to our in-person class. So I'm just recording this video for everyone that's watching, and for the people that are receiving this as well, so that they can see exactly what to do, even although I've already included some photographic instructions in their packs. So these are the same packs as we used at our class, and in the class I had already scored this, but I will just do that for this video just now. So if you would like these instructions with all of the measurements, then please click on the link to my blog post in the description for this video, and then that PDF will be there for you free of charge. So I give everyone a piece of card, one of the in colours. So this is Peach Pie, and it measures 6.5 inches by 6.25. So with the long side 6.5 along the top, I scored them all at 1.5, 3, 4.5, and then 6 inches. Gave that a little twist around and then scored at 1.5. Then at 4 inches, 4.75, 5.5, and that's all the scoring done. Now the next thing that we need to do is, you can either burnish now or you can burnish later, but there's this horizontal one from the top, and then the second one. I'm going to measure and mark on that line. So I've just put my ruler along that second horizontal score line, and I'm marking it at 3/4 of an inch, 2.25, 3.75, and then 5.25. Okay, so I've just got little pencil marks from that second score line. So I'm now going to burnish it along all of these lines. I'm just making sure that I've got it lined up before I give it a good press, and then there's one more at the bottom there, and then do them in this direction. Okay. Now this was actually a special request to do a box that would fit a cream egg, even although we were past Easter. And this is a box that I have made in the past, but I have not actually done a video for it in the past. So that line that we marked previously, the second horizontal line, we're going to just fold it back along there. And then we're going to use those marks because we're going to cut through the 2 layers from that point that we've marked to the edge there. Okay, so from there out to the edge, like that. Then cut down to the next horizontal score line, and then same again. From that point, pencil mark down to where we stopped cutting there, and it out. There we go. Then again, straight down here, and then out like that, straight down again, just to that line, and then from the pencil mark to that corner. There we go. Then straight down here, and then to create this tab and take this bit out, I'm just putting a little wedge in here. Okay, so that all comes out like that. And it now looks like this. I'm going to tidy that little bit there that I just pulled instead of gut. There we go. Okay, so it looks like this. Now, if you have any pencil lines left, then depends how far down you went, you might want to just tidy them up. Although, with that mechanism, if people are looking at your pencil marks that would be around about there, then they're missing the trick, aren't they? Okay, so we need to do a little bit of cutting for the base. I'm actually going to take just a tiny little wedge off here as well. Just a tiny bit, like that. Then we'll just cut straight up these to that horizontal score line at the bottom. And we can take that off completely with just a little snip here. Okay. And you can take a little wedge off either side of those just to take out some of the bulk for when we fold up the base. So leave the first one, do the second one, leave the next one and do the last one. And that way you can see whether you have cut far enough up that score line as well, unlike me. There we go, that's better. That little fluffy bit out. Straight up. Sorry, wedge that out. Both sides. Come on. There we are. Alright, so that is how it should now look. You want to fold that top bit forward like so. Okay? And then we're going to do our decorating before we glue this. Or we're going to do some of the decorating. We're going to add these pieces of designer series paper. So this is our in colour paper. Again, using peach pie. As always, double-sided, so you can use whichever side you like. And the designer series paper pack has each of the in colours and four, well, it's 2 double-sided designs, so there's 4 patterns in total that you can play about with. So these pieces measure 2 1/4 inches by 1 1/4, and you've got 4 of them, 1 for each side of your box. And I'm just putting that in the middle, so I've got a evenish border around. Okay. And then we've got 4 other little pieces that I need to add as well to the top part, the folding in part. Don't know why these are called impossible boxes. Puzzle box maybe, but they're definitely not impossible. When you know how to do it, they're pretty easy. And once you've watched this video, you'll know how to do it. So we've got these 4, and they're going to go along there. I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to put an even margin that side, and that side but bring them right to the bottom edge of that piece there, so that when it's folded in, kind of looks like it, folded up rather, it looks like a continuous piece. So these 4 pieces each measure 1 1/4 inches by 5/8 of an inch. Again, you'll get all of the measurements from my free PDF, and you'll get that in my blog post. And why am I missing a piece off? Because I've got 2 there together. That's why. I knew I had them all because I did check. Okay, so that comes back forward again. I'm going to just give that another little burnish along there. All right, so we are ready to assemble. Just going to tidy that little bit up there. Okay, so we need to add some glue to this piece. Fold that over and then bring this piece over and match it up. Give it a little press. And then I like to flip it over. Make sure I've got that here as well. So this piece here, that is the back. Okay, so we've just got that, we've just stuck that piece to the back there. So I'm bringing the back piece forward. Can add a little bit of glue if you like. Then the side tab, in the other side tab, and then plenty of glue on this one, and that is your base. And that means you've got that nice rounded corner there. Pop your bone folder in, make sure that it's all stuck down nice and neatly, like so. Right, with this to do, just gently press that down and it will go down like that, and then you've just got this bit sticking out here. Okay, you want to gently persuade that, because you've got it coming around the outside and you've got that paper, you're not going to get a nice neat finish there, but we want to make it as close and as snug as we can. So just persuade that round, then put a little bit of glue on there, just a little bit. You don't want it oozing out, and don't put it too close to this side. You certainly don't want to stick your lid to the base of your box. Okay, so just hold that for a moment while that sets. Okay, and then here you go. How cute is that? So as I said, a cream egg will fit in there, or any other sort of small egg type thing that size, but we just had some sweeties to fill it up with. Little bit of decoration. I gave everyone a piece of the coordinating in colour ribbon. Forgot to get my tearing tape. Okay, so again, this is my front, and I'm going to put my tearing tape on there. That little rub, take the backing off. There we are. Put my ribbon on, just wind it loosely round. Don't want it to be too tight, and then to there, and cut off any of the excess. I was obviously a bit generous with my ribbon. But obviously it's 6 inches all the way around, but you want a little bit of an overlap. I just obviously gave them a bit too much of an overlap there, but never mind. Then these dies are from a new bundle in the 2024-2025 annual catalogue that launches on the 1st of May. And I've used this Just For You stamp. And the die that I used is this one here, which actually cuts out that piece and the little frame all at once. And then I used that little one there as an extra little decoration. Okay, so just need to do a little bit of stamping. Again with Peach Pie, keeping it all nice and toned in. And that does fit, but it's neat. There we go. Just for you. Let me close that up. And I just pop this on. So I've just decanted some multi-purpose liquid glue into this little bottle here, just so I don't get it all over the place when dealing with such tiny little bits. You can use Stampin' Up's fine tip glue as well, but it does take a fair bit longer to dry. So I'm popping that on there, and just going to put a little bit of glue on that. Just going to stick that out the side. Give that a little press down. There we are. And then that I'm going to pop up with dimensionals that I forgot to get as well. So a couple of dimensionals on the back of that will be more than adequate. Okay, take the backings off. And then pop that in its little frame, like so. And my final touch was to add one of the In Colour Shimmer Gems. And just going to go with one of the little ones here and pop that on there. You could put more on if you wish. I just thought that was just a nice little bit of shimmer on there. And there we have it. You've got 2 impossible boxes that aren't really that impossible after all. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please do click on that subscribe button, click the bell and get a notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Until then, please do take care. Bye bye.